Hey, welcome back to Album April. It's April 22nd, and today I listened to Van Halen by Van Halen, which, for the sake of clarity, I'm just going to refer to as Van Halen 1. Like with a lot of bands, it was actually a toss-up between two albums as to which one I was going to check out this month. It was between Van Halen 1 and 1984. I decided to go with Van Halen 1. This was the original lineup. Eddie Van Halen on guitar, Alex Van Halen on the drums, Michael Anthony on the bass, and David Lee Roth as the singer. I checked it out, and my first impression was that while there were only really 3 different instruments that I heard, an electric guitar, percussion, and the bass, they went all out. Obviously, Eddie Van Halen is a beast with an electric guitar. We all know that. But the other two, Alex Van Halen and Michael Anthony, they're also really good at what they do. There were a lot of really interesting drum moments on this album, and a lot of times when the guitar was off shredding in its solo, the bass would kind of keep the melody. And that leaves us with David Lee Roth on the vocals. He's certainly a very passionate singer, boisterous. Some might go as far to say obnoxious. He was pretty good on this album. There were a few points, though, where he was just straight up screeching like a bird of prey. Though I would argue that the few times he goes into his very low register were even more unsettling. Though Van Halen is a band where the singer is kind of secondary, or like the co-star, like the real star is the electric guitar. I'm pretty sure there was a guitar solo on every single track, and while there certainly is more to playing a guitar than playing it fast, the speed at which Eddie Van Halen could play the guitar is kind of insane. The solos on this album were even more impressive than the ones from Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. My favorite song overall from Van Halen 1 was I'm the One. The instruments are great all around, there was some amazing guitar work, and there was that little doo-wop break at the end, which was unexpected, but not unwelcome. Other really good songs from this album include Running with the Devil, Atomic Punk, On Fire, and honestly, I thought most of the songs from Van Halen 1 were pretty good. Most, not all. That brings us to Ice Cream Man, which is the big 10-inch record of Van Halen 1. Using food as a metaphor for sex is already weird enough, but using ice cream, it just, I don't like it at all. It's not just how dumb the song is, it's also just how satisfied and almost smug it comes across. And the end of this song was one of the moments where David Lee Roth pushes his vocal range all the way down, and it just sounds so creepy. That is definitely the most uncomfortable this album made me feel, although a notable runner-up are the porno noises at the end of their cover of You Really Got Me by the Kinks. Though, despite its flaws, I do think that Van Halen 1 holds up. If nothing else, it really does show off how incredible some of the musicians in Van Halen were. Lyrically, it's not amazing, but that seems to be a running trend for a lot of these hard rock, glam rock bands from the 70s and 80s. In terms of quality, I would probably put this in between Appetite for Destruction and Toys in the Attic. It was a good album, and it set the stage for Van Halen's rise. Alright, that's it for today's episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow.